What in the actual fuck is going on with cold emails in 2025? What should be an easy way for you to talk to prospects, book calls, and add new clients seems to be turning into one of the trickiest platforms to generate consistent leads with email deliverability seemingly throwing itself off of a cliff at the beginning of the year, cold email tools becoming less effective while getting more and more expensive, and Google and Microsoft declaring war on mass emails every year. You name it, we're fighting an uphill battle. And if you're struggling with any one of these things, you're probably even asking yourself if cold email is even worth trying out or continuing to invest in, especially if you run a B2B business. But just in the past 3 months alone, we've managed to book over 120 sales calls at $35,000 in monthly recurring revenue, with an additional $42,000 sitting in our pipeline right now. And I'm not only doing this for BuzzLead and our business, but also for our clients that sit across 21 entirely different niches. The reality is that cold email is still by far one of the best ways to generate and close deals relatively quickly for your business without having to sell a kidney or wait months of trial and error and effort like you often have to with Google and Meta ads. So why is it that most people can't make it work even after investing thousands of dollars in inboxes and fancy and expensive software and subscriptions and many other things? Well, after talking to a few hundred business owners and asked them why they couldn't make cold email work for them, we found two common issues. One, the emails aren't landing in the inbox, and second, they are not able to find the right leads to get in contact with. So let's talk about the first. If your accounts aren't set up properly, you're basically dead upon arrival. Remember that Google and Microsoft's sole purpose is to protect the user from malicious emails that they don't recognize. So it's your job to make sure you sneak past the defenses and land right in the main inbox, right where you want. Second, if your leads aren't properly qualified and verified, your deliverability is going to be trash because they will either be ignored or your accounts are simply sending to email accounts that are either dead or simply inactive. And believe it or not, getting these two things right will instantly make you infinitely more profitable. However, as simple as this might be, it isn't easy, and you need to understand how to make it work. So let's talk about the first. Utilizing a domain seller like Squarespace, Namecheap, or GoDaddy, you're going to want to go out and purchase a ton of different secondary domains. For our clients, it's anywhere from 10 to 60 to 100 different secondary domains. We then utilize an inbox reseller like Premium Inboxes, in this case here, and we'll link them down here below. And we simply go over Premium Inboxes. We send over the accounts that we just set up and our login credentials to the platform as well. They will then take that information. They will set up your custom name records, your DKIM, your SPF, and your DMARC records to ensure that those are going to end up in the inbox. They will then set up however many sending accounts you want on any domain, from 1 account to 99, and ensure that those are accurate and meet the names that you're looking for. They will then ensure that you have permanent account forwarding so that that'll consistently appear organic to Google and Microsoft, and that anyone that searches your domain will end up going back to the redirected to the main domain that you want to go and send it to. And then lastly, they're going to hook it up to your sending tool, whether you're utilizing Instantly, Smartly, Bison, Lemlist, or anything in between. The only thing that you need to take care of at this point is just ensuring that you keep an eye out for your emails so you can see when those accounts are set up and hooked up so you can enable warm up and start sending 2 weeks later on. As I said, doing this is simple, but it's not easy and it takes effort to get it right. However, that's a small price that you need to pay to get the results that you're looking for. So once you have the right sending foundations that won't collapse like a Lego tower with the slightest movement, you need to find the right data or all your efforts will go to waste. The first place that I like to point people to is utilizing a database like Apollo. Go into Apollo, find the companies and contacts that you want to go after that fit your ICP. You'll then utilize a tool called Export Apollo. You just copy the HTML and you hop on Export Apollo and you import that HTML, select however many leads that you want to get out of. From there, they'll email you a finalized CSV of all of those leads that you can go out and contact with. But hold on, don't start sending yet. We want to go and verify those leads next. So we're utilizing a tool called Million Verifier. So you're going to take that lead list from Export Apollo, import that into Million Verifier. And what Million Verifier is going to do is it's going to send a bunch of proxy emails back and forth to those sending accounts to make sure that they're still active. At the end of that, you're going to get a finalized export of only good emails to target. It's going to be about 60 to 70% of your lead list initial size, but those are the leads that you're going to want to send off of that are going to be live and accurate accounts that are actually going to end you up in the inbox, which is crucial. Now, setting up inboxes yourself and having to find the right data while also having to verify it yourself while taking care of the emails and the responses is not the most time-effective task you do, especially if you're running a business. Your job is to close deals, but our job is pretty much handling everything else. It's what we're paid to do, and it's what we've been doing for the past 7 years. That's why we're going to build you an entire cold email acquisition system for you by buying the right domains, setting up the right sending infrastructure, setting up the custom email name records, writing your scripts, and even giving you a list of over 5,000 pre-qualified, pre-verified prospects so you can just let the leads come to your door and you can start closing them one by one while still owning 100% of it. We're so confident about this system that on average, we're booking over 20 plus calls across clients that have implemented this software and system. So if you want to learn more and see how much your business can benefit from it, click the link down here below and let's find some time to chat. I'll talk to you then.